Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dorks Daily. The sword is here. Dorks Daily. Here it is. Here it comes. Coming right at you. Hello! Guys,
Hi,
honestly,
everybody.
we gotta talk about this illness that I have. So, woke up Tuesday sick, first day of work. Michelle had some blackberry crown.
Yes.
Blackberry crown. I wake up Tuesday ill, but not like ill. I just had this like sore throat, and I'm like, damn, this sucks. I'm sick. I'm like, this is gonna be like 2 weeks. But this has to be allergies because
We
somehow.
talked about this yesterday.
Yeah, but I didn't talk about it being gone. I was sick yesterday.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was ill, and yesterday was one of the worst of the days. Like I just felt like I had nothing left. I went home. I didn't even care if I ate. Like I haven't smoked, haven't done anything.
No.
But today I'm like perfect. Like I'm back to.
I'm
totally,
so happy because I thought
know.
you were going to have to I'm like, maybe it isn't allergies. I was getting a little worried.
Well, yeah, but I know I'm real up on
You
my
never know. I don't
infections.
know.
If it gets respiratory, because I'm telling you guys, you got to get it up. Get the phlegm up, get it out. You can't be sitting there. You got to blow your nose.
Can't sit on it.
You can't sit on it.
No.
All right, Potsy.
Anyway, guys, before we get into any cruise stuff, I usually don't talk about anything like this. My medical things are not my bag, okay? And if anyone hasn't noticed, okay, I have a lot of sun damage.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've noticed, and thank you.
What if nobody has noticed?
Well, thank you for not saying anything if you
that's
noticed.
nice.
But if you haven't noticed, I do.
Yeah.
I'm constantly getting things removed all over the place. I try to cover them so no one does notice, but guys, my face, I put makeup on to cover it, but it's a little out of control at this point, my skin cancer situation. So I'm getting this thing done tomorrow, which I've been putting off, and I don't want to get done, but I'm just doing it. It's called photodynamic light therapy. We're doing it. Well, I'm doing it. But it's photodynamic light therapy or blue light therapy. It's for pre-skin cancer, which is called actinic keratosis or whatever. And it just brings everything out and is supposed to get rid of what's there currently, what I've been covering up. So hopefully it takes it away, and whatever's left will have to be removed surgically, just like I've had things removed. Remember my forehead? I don't know if you guys remember I was wearing headbands, and I've had things removed from my temples and my neck. But so we're trying to get rid of it. We're trying to be proactive and just hopefully this takes the majority of it away. If there's anything lingering, I'll just get it cut out.
Yeah.
I'll just get it cut off like the other stuff, and I just have to. It's time. So years of skin and sun abuse, tanning. I tanned, guys, for 15 years year round. Okay, and it's now it's a problem. So the only thing I can do now is cover up and not make it any worse, but we still have to take care of what's been done already.
Yeah.
So it's a thing, and I have to get it done tomorrow. So I don't know what I'm gonna look like the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna look crazy. Mm-hmm. My face is gonna look like
she's gonna look like Ryan Reynolds in that movie where he got burnt. What's that movie called?
Oh my God! I'm gonna look like I'm gonna look
like Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool.
I'm gonna look like Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool for a minute. Could be 2 weeks, could be a week, could be more than that. So I should be all.
But you gotta get it done now. I
have to get it done now because I was gonna wait till after the group cruise, but I keep putting it off. I just have to do it.
I don't trust it.
So, guys, wish me luck, and we might not be doing a daily tomorrow because of this. What happens is I sit there, they put all this stuff on my face for an hour, then I have to sit under this light for an hour, and then I can't even be in indirect sunlight for 2 days.
Yeah.
So I don't think we're gonna do a daily tomorrow.
She'll be wearing a burqa for the next couple of weeks.
I have to cover my face the whole drive home. I look like, I don't know, crazy.
Crazy
so
lady. Crazy lady.
Wish me luck, everyone.
Guys,
and
wish you luck real fast.
I might look crazy for the next 2 weeks on these dailies, so just deal with it.
We all know how I'm gonna look.
Jim's just gonna look like his fabulous self, and I'm gonna look a little like a monster for a minute. But hopefully you guys can get past it. But anyway, you'll go on my journey with me. How about that?
Yeah, it's gonna be a journey.
Yes.
And then we're gonna also thinking about recording me watching the Eagles game, so you can really see, for all the people out there who want to judge the Eagles fans and talk about how horrible or how terrible we are.
They say that.
You can really see the truth of how horrible Eagles fans really are. Because I'm pretty sure there's not any worse of an Eagles fan than me. I just don't go to all the games because I'm afraid of what I would do or where I'd end up after
We're all
the games.
afraid.
So we're going to record that and we're going to see how that goes because it's most likely we're going to lose the game. So it's really going to be rough.
I still feel like you're
root
going to say
against
it's a
us.
jinx.
You're going to want to root. I don't care. I'm over the jinx.
Okay.
We won a Super Bowl in 2018. I got my Super Bowl. Look, I just told the one guy today, I cut this guy as a diehard Lions fan, but he's a bigger Michigan Wolverines fan. And but anyway, he was telling me he's just sitting there as the Lions, when he knew the Lions game was over, he was sitting there and he was just going, this is the Lions that I grew up watching my whole life. They decided to come out in this game where we needed them to win. And I said, well, dude, they had like 16 players that were injured. Like, let's be honest. But he was like, no, you don't understand. But he told me he used to be that guy. He's like, dude, I was the guy that would wreck the house and didn't talk to my wife for a week. And I'm like, well, I did not talk to my wife for a week, but most likely I didn't talk to her the night of their loss. So
Jim,
if you're that kind of diehard fan, you're going to appreciate it.
We all know.
Appreciate
The whole week was rough after a loss. All right, let's be honest.
Yeah, when I went to public high school in Philadelphia, every dude in there was a bandwagon fan. So back then they were all like Broncos, Bills, Cowboys, the teams that were in the Super Bowl then. So I just remember like on Monday when I came in, me and this one other dude were like, he played football for like the Alany Eagles. So like that's like, he was an Eagles fan. And me and God, when we came into, and think about this is like 88, the Eagles lost quite a bit then. And I remember coming to school, and it was just horrible, man. The kids would be in there like laughing, and I just was like,
Well, let's hope we win so we can have a good week next week.
well, if we don't, it'll be good for you guys. If they win, what kind of fun is that? Like, you're just going to be like, oh, we won the Super Bowl.
Oh, I have a question, quick question. We have a bottle of, is that champagne or wine?
I have wine, Eagles wine.
From the Eagles
if
Super
the
Bowl
Eagles win, we open it. If
we
they
were
don't,
supposed
we
to
don't.
open it. If we win, are we opening it?
Only if they win.
I feel like I don't want to ever open it.
Well,
we're going to open it, and someone's going to have to get us a new one.
I have to call Dan, too, the guy that...
You're going to have someone on standby to go get us another one.
A buddy of mine picked it up, and in Philly.
We're going to need a new one.
Yeah, Philly cop. And
Yes.
I'm going to have to... Yeah, it would be weird. It'd be weird because I always said I'll open it. I don't even know is it still good or does it go bad?
No,
wine? I never opened it.
They have wine cellars for a reason. You can have wine forever.
You know what's funny? I was gonna sell it.
Is it champagne or wine?
It's wine.
It's wine.
It's red
okay.
wine.
Oh,
I think
nice.
it's I think it's
I like red wine, guys.
Not Merlot. I think it's the other one. What's the other red wine?
Cabernet Sauvignon.
I think it is a Cabernet Sauvignon. Cabernet Sauvignon. It's kind of odd that they did that. Why wouldn't it be champagne?
It should be champagne, but whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, let's talk about what's going on in cruise world.
Let's do it. Why we can.
Norwegian, has ordered 4 new massive ships to be built in Fincantieri shipyard. And guys, these ships are going to be ginormous, okay? They're going to hold over 8,300 guests. Like, why? Or 8,300 guests, I don't know if it's over that. That's or crazy. Around 8,000 guests.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like these giant ships. Like, stop.
Let me tell you the problem I have with it.
I don't want to go on them. I feel like everything's watered down.
Well, we went on the Breakaway and we went on the Escape.
Yeah.
We love the cruises. We did.
Well, we love the cruise. So I'll like anything.
They were the first cruise that we went on that had 5,000 people.
But they were disconnected, though.
What do you mean?
Like, it was like not a family feel.
Well, I think the cruise director on the one got fired.
But like,
there was no, the cruise director really, it was very, it was like we were in this really big place and there was no leader of the place.
It was just like you were in like a mall type cruise.
You had to do your own cruise.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, obviously we had nice restaurants, the bars were nice, the shows were nice, the ship was beautiful.
Remember how long the elevators took?
But it was just like...
That was 5,500 people. That's
just
nothing.
Wasn't my thing.
They're going 8,000 when there was 5,500. See, I think there's too much going on with these. I think they got.
I kind of like when you see the same people all the time, even if you don't know them. They look familiar.
You never saw the same person twice.
No, that's what I mean. It's too big. I don't like that. I don't know. I kind of like a smaller situation with the ships. But
I agree.
Anyway, guys, they ordered them, and they're getting a new pier, which we talked about at Great Star Cay to accommodate these ships. So that's what Norwegian's doing. They're expanding the horizon.
I just don't see
I guess
it.
they're trying to compete
With who?
Maybe with other ships.
Who
I
else
don't
is
know.
What didn't Carnival and don't have it? Don't they?
I
have
think
it
they're
in
always
Delta?
trying to like top. They're trying to like outdo.
Yeah, but I think going
Like,
bigger is
top
not
that.
the way to go.
Like Team Witch.
I think just go back to the normal cruising.
Remember
Or
that
keep it-
song?
Yeah.
Top That, Team Witch?
No,
The movie?
no,
You're glad you don't remember.
I don't remember it.
It's terrible. Does anyone remember that?
Teen Witch.
Top
No.
That?
Mm-mm.
Anyway.
No one remembers that.
They're going to
I do.
remember. Somebody's
They
going to
remember.
remember.
I'm glad
Someone
they
knew
remember.
7 Brides for 7 Brothers? Hello?
They did?
Yes. You think that I only know things myself and no one else does just because you don't know about it?
We're gonna need a bigger boat. Do you remember that
I
one?
mean, honestly.
Yeah, it's Jaws. Okay,
That's
the
like
kind
the
of shit
extent
I
of your
throw at you.
knowledge.
Yeah, right. I can
That's
throw
it.
a bunch of movie lines at you, please.
Anyway.
Where do you want to start? Give me
Listen,
a movie.
Top That is it's a I'm gonna say rap in quotes song from Teen Witch. God, it's so bad. Anyway, guys, what else is going
I
on?
think we should talk about this Teen Witch thing.
Royal Caribbean. Okay, well, the girl in it, sisters with what's her name? Oh, she's married to Ryan Reynolds.
I didn't know he's married.
I forget her name.
I'm not up on who's married to
Okay,
them. You know that?
well, I forget. Well,
no,
anyways,
I'm not that you are either. But I'm saying, like,
forget
I don't
her
know
name.
actors' names.
She's in a lot
really.
of movies. You know who she is, and I
Yeah,
know who she is. I just
yeah.
can't think of her name right now.
Yeah, Meg
Because
Ryan.
I'm tired. No, it's not Meg Ryan. Do you think she's married to Ryan Reynolds?
Sounds
She could be
good.
like his mother.
Sounded good. Meg Ryan.
Anyway,
Dolly
guys,
Parton. Dolly
speaking
Parton.
of stars and actors, okay, Carnival will not have the Oscars on. Okay, they do not have access to the channel
What?
or the channels
Why?
that it's going to be on. It's
Oh.
going to be on Hulu, YouTube TV.
What? Did somebody wants to watch them?
Yes, they said that they were on a Carnival cruise before, and that they had like some kind of like Oscar party situation.
Oh, they should.
And
do
they
that.
had it on, and they
Yeah.
thought they would have it this year. They're not having it. I don't even know if they had it.
What did?
I don't know what year
what's
this
his
was.
name say about it?
He
What
just said
did,
that they don't have access to the
Field
channels.
say?
He said they don't have access to the channels, but you can stream it if you have the
That's
package for
true.
the
Yeah.
internet on your phone or tablet or whatever you have. So you can stream it if you have the internet package, but
That would be cool though.
they're not showing it. They are showing the Super Bowl though on Carnival. They're not showing the Oscars, which honestly I'm fine with because I stopped watching that stuff 5 years ago. So I'm done with
Well,
that.
I will say this. I think I do
But,
think it's cool to have
I don't watch that stuff
No, we
anymore.
don't watch it, but I'm saying
No.
other people do. Remember when
But,
we were
yeah,
we finally
they
realized
just
we were
don't
out of
have it
touch. We watched like a music.
I think it was the MTV Music Awards, and we were like,
didn't
"Who
know
are these
anybody,
people?"
guys. I felt so. I kind of got worried. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm so because this is the beginning
okay.
of our cruise world at the time, and like I was watching cruise channels, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking like, I know these cruise people, but I don't know who those people are. And that's when I realized I'm like, we're cruise dorks. That's where I think cruise dorks came from.
Well, you
We're
thought of the
we're
name.
real cruise dorks.
It just came right out of your mouth.
When I realized I didn't know any of the music, but then I knew like some random dude on YouTube that was doing like a video on a cruise ship, especially like Barry,
You
the
had your
B1
YouTube.
balcony. When we saw that, I was like, does Barry know that we're even, did anyone ever
Barry-
contact Barry?
Barry, we've never done a B1 balcony, but we hope to someday.
We talked about it, Barry.
Yes. Anyway, guys, Royal Caribbean Freedom of the Seas is adding a non-smoking casino. It's going to replace Vintages, which is a wine bar that apparently no one goes to.
Okay.
So they're going to replace that with a non-smoking casino. So I guess they want to give people more options to gamble. I guess there's a lot of people that don't want to go in the smoking casino. So they're like, we're still going to give you a gambling option. So here's a non-smoking one for you.
That's cool.
Which I actually think is cool. It's cool for them. They want to make more money from the gamblers, so they need to have like smoking and non-smoking.
I feel like
It makes
celebrities
sense.
got a lot of smoking areas. Or am I wrong?
Outside they do.
Yeah.
Well, we were just going past that all the time.
Because we were always like, well, we were drinking at that one bar. That was a
Yeah,
heavy
that's why the
smoking
Mass bar on the Equinox is a smoking area right
Yeah.
there. So
So many people were hanging
we were
out
always
there.
there. But
That's a good bar. That's actually a very underrated bar on the ship.
what, the Mass bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, all the bars were good on the Equinox and on
Yeah.
Celebrity period. All the bars, you always have a good drink.
I still can't believe we didn't go through the Cocoon once.
Guys, on this past cruise on the Equinox, we didn't go through the adults only area not one time.
And
We
I
were
don't know
never
why they have
on-
an adults only area on Celebrity. It's just unnecessary.
No, it is unnecessary. Yo, we were never on deck 12. It's
Yeah.
on deck 12 on the Equinox. We were never there. We
I
just
gotta
didn't
tell you a
do it.
story that a customer told me today.
What?
I want to say this tonight. That guy, really good guy, country dude. He was on his kids booked the Carnival cruise, and
Oh, yes.
he did one before, and he's one of all these people down here did the Big Red Boat. If you guys ever heard of it, that's like a big thing here.
It was a long time ago.
I think it was owned by Disney, but it was way back. He said 40 years ago. Anyway, he was on a Carnival ship, and he said that they found out there was the adult area, that they have on Carnival.
Yeah.
So he went to it the one day, and it was fine. He said it was awesome. He finally got away from the kids because he said the kids were so out of control on the ship. And I told him, I said, that's kind of been a problem on Carnival. Well, he's going again on, I think, the Freedom or the Glory.
Yeah.
He said the Freedom, I think.
Yes, I think the Freedom.
Yeah, and he asked me if he would like it, and I said, well, yeah, but if you had problems with that, I mean, it's going to be the same thing. And he asked about Royal, and I said, well, Royal's going to be the same thing, too, because they still let kids on, but
Royal's
regardless.
not the same as Carnival.
No, but I was trying to make a point that if you don't like kids, you might want to do Celebrity or do a different cruise line.
Yes.
So, or Princess.
Or a bigger ship, so you're not, or a bigger ship, even if it is Carnival, this way you're not so, close to all the kids.
Yeah.
Like, they have own...
He was worried about the shows, and I told him,
else.
I said, if they have Getaway Island, which they do if he's owner of the Freedom, you got to go to that. I'm like, you'll love them shows. And he was like, oh, so the shows are good? I'm like, yeah, I love Carnival shows. But he said day 2 of that cruise, there was all these kids in there, and they were just out of control in the adult area. And he was like, he went up to the worker and was like, what's going on here? And the worker told me, he's like, there's nothing we can do.
Yeah.
Well,
they don't
my
get
question
advice
is,
with the parents.
why is there nothing you can do? And why, as a parent, are you bringing children to the adult area? I don't get, that's not acceptable.
You know why? Because nobody's going to do anything about it, so they just don't care.
Yeah, it's why. I just can't believe that.
If somebody was going to do something about it, they wouldn't. But
he said the whole rest of the week, that's all.
Listen, you give people an inch, they're going to take a mile. Kids running around.
Yeah, he said they were out of control.
Yeah, so...
Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't have cared about it. I'd be like, well, she can stay.
Well,
breastfeed.
I don't notice what other people are doing. But if you're in an area...
I told you there was a lady breastfeeding on a bus one time. Remember?
I know, we talked about
Guys, there was a lady breastfeeding on a bus one time, and I was 17 on a crossword. I was just like... This face, by the way, wasn't scared or anything. This was like...
There's a time and a place. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm a mother. I feel like I could say that.
What's back?
Anyway, guys, what else do we got going on?
What do we got going
Royal
on?
Caribbean is supposedly, I don't see how this can happen, but they're enforcing a 30-minute limit on your stuff being on the chairs without you coming back to
your
it.
stuff?
Yeah, on the deck chairs around the pool area, Royal Caribbean.
Okay.
So on Royal, if you get out there at 6 in the morning and clamp your tail and put one of your bags there to make it look like this is yours, it's not like you just left your tail. Some you just leave your tail there.
Yeah.
But no, you actually have a purse there, a cup maybe you put there.
Yeah.
If you don't come back in 30 minutes, they're supposedly taking all your crap and taking it to the Lost and Found.
What?
Yes. Now look, I don't see how they're going to do this because how can they sit there and watch all the chairs? They can't.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah,
What do they have? Someone sitting there in a booth, watching them all? Okay, they just put that there, timer on.
Yeah, they're not going to do that.
30-minute timer. Nope. Go take their stuff.
I guess the warning itself maybe will deter 10 people
I don't
a
know.
cruise. But think about it. One of the problems, one of the things,
It's not
I
gonna
don't
happen.
mind if you have the clamps up there and you have your bag on a chair. I don't mind that. It's the people that put a towel down.
And it's questionable.
Yeah.
You're like, are they there?
But if you have your bag and you have your clamps there, you claim the spot. That doesn't bother me.
No, it doesn't bother me either.
Yeah, you don't mind doing that. That's fine. The problem I have is when there's a towel there and you see somebody going over and somebody's like, "Oh, I'm sitting there." It's like, well, you just have a towel there. No, you're not.
Yeah, a towel isn't enough.
Yeah, it's not your towel.
But apparently, Jim, they don't want people doing that and then just floating in and out all day long whenever they want to. That's the whole point of selling the cabanas.
That's why they're doing it, because they want you to rent them. They think
Yes.
you're going to go, oh, okay, I'll just rent that $1,200 cabana over there for the 4 hours.
They're like $500. But
Whatever,
still,
that's
it's a lot.
ridiculous.
I do agree. But I just feel like now, if you want to save your seat, just make sure you keep going back a lot.
You know what they say, Michelle?
You gotta go back a
you
lot.
move your meat, you lose your seat.
Exactly.
Okay.
But if you want to keep it, Just note now that you got to keep visiting
Yeah,
it.
note that, guys.
You
Note
can't
to self.
just like go for 2 hours
No.
because you're gonna come back and your stuff's gonna be in the lost and found. You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
go to
go through
guest
your
services.
stuff. I'm
You're
gonna go on here and
do
go
you
through
have
your
my
stuff.
Yeti? Do you have my
Yeah.
Stanley?
And by the way, I want you to think, if
I
you
left
walked
it.
away with somebody's bags to take down the lost and found,
I'd be pissed.
we all know we're going through them bags. So they're going to go through the bags too.
Oh.
So if anything's missing from the bags.
You better take pictures of what's in your bag
Yeah.
before you leave it.
Yeah, I mean, but I don't ever see anyone do that. I
No,
never
they're
see bags.
starting it now.
Oh, okay.
Well,
No. I mean, I never see a
I would
bag
leave a
in
bag.
plants. I only see the tail thing.
Yeah, well, if me and you, okay, we're gonna save spots. I'd make sure I put all kinds of stuff so it was clear that it was a person,
Right.
not just like I left my tail because we got up and left.
Yeah, and I couldn't
Yeah.
see somebody standing there like, well, there's a bag here, a person.
No, and they're saying they're
like,
gonna take your stuff.
I know. I just
That's
can't
what they're
see.
saying.
I'd like to see. I want to see if anyone
Royal's
has
saying
it
they're
happen.
gonna
Please let us
enforce
know.
it, so I don't
They ain't
know.
playing around Royal right now. They're
I don't
not
know.
playing, guys.
Right? They're
You
not
guys think
playing.
about the hair
Because
day?
I guess people are complaining
Yeah.
that they can't get a seat because these people have saved stuff and they're not even there for 2 hours. Which is kind of messed up, but hey, listen,
Just wearing a mullet.
you and your mullet.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
Jim loves his mullet.
I do.
Anyway, guys, have a good night. We got to get home to Lily. It is
That's
dark
right.
out. And
And
yes,
look at Michelle's face. You're not going to see it for a while.
look at my face. It's going to change
It's going to change.
starting tomorrow.
It's going to be a monster.
It's going to look
face.
scary.
We're going to laugh at her. Maybe
Listen,
we'll ridicule her.
We might do this tomorrow. We might not. If we don't,
Might do it.
we'll see you on Monday, and that's going to be scary.
Yeah, Monday.
By
might
Monday,
end.
I'm going to, it's going to be scary. But guys, have a good
She
night.
look like Pinhead
and
come Monday.
say a prayer for me because I'm really scared and I don't want to do this at all. I keep thinking of reasons to cancel,
Yeah.
but I'm not canceling. Maybe we'll talk to you tomorrow. If not, we'll talk to you on Monday. But I'm gonna look a little different. I don't know. Might have sunglasses on and like
In a cover.
something else.
We bought some stuff. Some
We
covers,
did.
right?
I brought like those fishing shirts that cover
They
my
have ones with
whole
hoods.
face
Yeah.
and the hood. So that might be what's happening for the next week or two.
We'll do that.
We'll
We'll go to
see.
the beach. Till we go to the beach.
We'll see.
When can you go to the beach?
Oh, I don't know. If we go down, I gotta be totally, and we need 10.
No,
the
how
whole thing.
long though? Like, did he say?
Well,
like,
they
you
said
can
I'm not
actually-
even supposed to be in indirect sunlight for 2 days.
Okay.
And then after that, I can start I just gotta cover
Yeah.
and sunblock.
So we could go
and
down, like, you have to get an
makeup
umbrella,
and-
totally covered. We'll go on the beach. I'll put up the tent. And you
yeah, I
can go
need
to
like the
tent.
whole sun, like garb on
That's fine.
and a tent
Yeah.
and a hat,
And
like
an umbrella
everything.
and a cover.
I need a bubble.
Yeah,
Does anybody
bring
got a
the
bubble
girl
for
in the
me?
bubble over here,
Yes.
guys.
Well, guys, have a great night. We'll
See you
talk to
guys.
you soon.